Welcome back. It's that time of year to start working on sap lines again. This tree fell on it the end of last season, so I got that cut off. The other day I went around and cut all of my taps off and tied them up so they could get air in them and things to dry out some. Over on my other woods I have some mold growing in my lines. A lot of them seem to be like right here, right where the T's at, but some of that is just because it's old line and it's not what I replaced last year. I ran a lot of new line last year, but I was trying to cut down on some of that because I put out so much. But we'll have to go in and replace some more of that. Today, I'm working on this main line out. I gotta get this tight. You can see, not very well, but it sags right there. Then it goes up into the woods. When that tree fell on it, it pulled the fence post is tied to up there farther. Pulled that over. So I need to get a ratchet on that and get it straightened back out. We'll get a seat post or something in there, brace it up. And then it did the same thing to this one over here. This post right here, I had it tied up last year. This one's just at a bad angle. So, and it's a long run, so it just kind of pulls it over. I had a T-post on it, which worked really good right up until that tree fell on it and pulled things over, so I'll have to straighten that up. But what I really want to start with is this line down to the collection tank. I have fall on it, but I know I can do better. So my goal is to run a string from down underneath those trees up here in order to see about where we can tie in at. I don't want to do too much lifting or anything crazy. I have pressure from the hill, so I can push up some, and then the fall will add some more vacuum to it, because all of this, at least last year, was natural vac. I might hook a SureFlow up to it this year. We'll see if I get around to that. But the main goal is just to get some more fall on this, and hopefully I can get some more. Man, my arm is done. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Get some more fall on this, and hopefully I can get some more vacuum on it. But for starters, let's get this string ran and see what we end up with. So this is what I came up with. You can see the line right here. This just kind of follows the fence. I have it zip tied kind of straight. It looks rough now, but it looks better during the season. Anyway, got the string up here. This one runs at 8% angle, about 5 degrees. And then this one is about the same. Get it to focus on something. You can see it just above it. This section right here has always been a pain because we just jumped fence lines before. It was never really right. So this blue line is going to be its own high tensile line. We'll just hook the line right to that. And down here you get real close to the ground, which will be fine. We haven't had snow the last couple years, so freezing won't be a problem. If it is, we'll just kick it out. It's just a short little area. But the biggest problem with this section is going to be weed whacking, but it's high enough it shouldn't get hit. Come up here. And I have from that post down there where the ground's at, down, this all is about an 8% angle. And then where the stick's at, it's a little high. I couldn't get that stick to sit quite right where I wanted it, but this is about 7 degrees. This post down here is the one it used to be hooked to, and it was pulling it over. So I solved 2 birds with 1 stone. I moved it from that post because that string is higher than that, so I would have had to attach something to that. I just ran it back here to this tree. This is the lines coming out of the woods, so I just moved it back, and then I'll just run it up the tree that, what, 2.5 feet, and then run it down. I got more than enough pressure to push it up there, and then the vacuum that'll create will make up for it. But doing this, I'll have to reattach that to that. I'm not sure if I'll have enough when I get this refitted, because this run is shorter running over there than it was over there, so I got tons of extra line. Plus, when this tree fell on it, it stretched my lines out, so I got more up here. We'll go up here and take a look what I did up here. So what I did for this section is that I just pulled out all the stretched loose stuff and piled it up here. I'll just cut these connections and reconnect it. This post up here that tree pulled over a little bit, I just stuck a T-post in at an angle and just pulled it and pushed it as far as I could, and used some baler twine to tie it on there. That baler twine will last probably longer than that fence post does. And with my luck, I'll probably have another tree fall on it anyway, so I'll have to reset everything again anyway, so I'm not super worried about it. I just got to get it better than it was. We got the wire up. Now we got to take this blue line off, cut all these zip ties I put on last year, and then we'll get it strung up here and see how it looks. We still got to get the stakes in here, so this part will be sagging pretty bad, but it is what it is for now. Got the zip ties cut off. I went up in the woods and found some branches, got them lashed onto the fence post, and then I started getting this 3/4 inch line zip tied back on. Actually looks really good. I'm up over the knoll now, getting into the 5/16, so we'll get caught up when I get done. Alrighty, we got the 5/16 done up to where I cut it. I still have to bridge the gap. I don't think my pieces over there from earlier are going to be long enough, but we'll give it a shot, because why not, right? So we'll get on to doing that now. Alright, so we're back at it. You can tell it's been a few days since I've been at it. I went up top and cut probably an inch off of one line and probably 6 inches off the other, but that's nothing big to worry about. It's just from the tree falling on it. Back over here, I think before I get into cutting this mess and resetting it, I'm gonna get a piece of pipe and put in behind this tree. That way it's not cutting into it. I don't think it's gonna have to be very big, probably just 6-7 inches. Bridge that gap a little bit, give it something to sit on. Then we'll come back in, cut this out, and see how much we have to add over there. I'm pretty confident that this isn't going to be enough. It might be close. Alright, we got that on. Started working on this, and let's just say it's fun doing it overhead. But we'll get it done, and then we only have to do it 2 more times when we redo this one. Woo, look at that. Got all those pieces done. Got the tree saved. I even tightened up this line. Looking good. Now we're over here. Alright, so we got it hooked in here. There's a line that goes over there. And go up the tree. I haven't connected it yet, but see the wire we got to connect to goes down there. I didn't have enough like I thought, so we got that attached there. We'll start here and work our way down, and then connect in whatever we have over there. Make sure it's tight. Oh yeah, look at that clean line. Boo boo. Alright, it's time to head up into the woods now that everything's tight. I can get stuff tightened back up there. Got a few new runs I would like to work on for a little bit. This weather has got my feet just about done. I didn't dress for that, so it is what it is. I got other things I need to do, so we'll get caught up in a little bit. Alright, so we came up through here. I cut about, I don't know, 10 inches off of these lines just to get them tight again up to the T-post. I guess the one right before the T-post I didn't, but the rest of them up there through there will be fine. These ones I have running up here, they're new, so when I put the T's in those and put the taps on, I'll tighten those up. That's not that big of a deal. I got a few more of those up in that corner that I'm putting in new. So I guess we're gonna do that on another video. I think this one's probably gonna be long enough. If you want to see me finish this side, go to the other side, and maybe tap a new piece, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and always have a great day.